Number 1, the pastor asked for a camera angle that makes me look more anointed.
Media volunteer po ako, hindi magician.
Welcome to the Black Shirt Crew Podcast. Ito ang podcast para sa mga church creatives like you and me. More than just tech and tools, pag-uusapan natin dito ang buhay ng isang church creative behind the scenes and syempre, our faith that fuels it all. Tara, samahan mo kami sa aming kwentuhan.
Okay, ayun. Hello guys!
Hello!
Welcome to the Black Shirt Crew Podcast. Ang podcast para sa mga church creatives like you and me. Kamusta po kayo? Comment naman po tayo dyan sa mga nanonood na at nakaabang. Hello po. Ayun, so today our topic is very what do you call this? Very common sa lalo sa media team and pastors. So if you notice, it's about pastors and the media team. So this is a very interesting topic. But before we begin, chat naman kayo dyan, comment kayo dyan para mabati namin kayo and
Type in the chat.
yes, para maka-engage din. Ayun. So before we begin, by the way, my name is Chris.
My name is Shelby.
Ako si Pat.
And today, we are joined, tama ba yung term ko? Joined by a lead pastor sa The Lord's Assembly Fairview and a general overseer sa PLA Network of Churches. And today, we are blessed and honored to be joined by Pastor Peter Banzon.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Pastor, kamusta po kayo?
Ay, mabuti naman. Finally, nakaupo kasi palagi pag may podcast, nandun ako sa labas ng
Sasabihin ko dapat, Pastor, nice to meet you. I'm Chris. So nga pala, magkakasama nga pala tayo dito.
Yeah,
Ayun.
pero si Pastor Peter, siya yung OG natin dito sa sa
Yes.
AP Media.
Kung gaano
And-
katagal ang AP Media.
Totoo ba? Ilang years na yun, Pastor?
35, almost 35
35
years.
years.
Wow.
Grabe. So, panahon pa ng radyo. Nandito na si Pastor Peter. Ayan.
By the way, 1-year-old pa lang po ako dito. Ay, hindi. Magwa-1 pa lang. Si Chevy pala yung 1-year-old. So, yung difference. Pastor, grabe. So, pag chinecheck namin yung mga files ng mga nagbabacktrack kami ng videos, andun sila lahat.
Yeah. So, marami tayong matututunan kay Pastor ngayong tanghali.
Yes. So, before we proceed sa topic, no, let's check on what's trending recently. Ano yung mga
Yes.
ganap?
If nabalitaan yun, no?
Ay, hindi pa.
Kaya nga, ngayon natin sabihin yan. Sino ba dito nakaranas ng Skype? Malamang lahat naman.
Huh?
What?
Ano yun?
Oo. Nakahalata sa age eh. Hindi kasi yung Skype daw, magsha-shutdown na. So, after 2 decades of operating yun, aalis na ni Microsoft sa sistema niya.
Nag-Skype ka before?
Oo, pero kasi yun yung popular nung kapag nakipag-video call ka sa abroad, di ba? Sa mga kamag-anak mo, ganyan.
Yeah.
Computer shop, Skype pa lang. Tapos di ko makakalimutan talaga yung tunog niya.
Tapos sa mga com shop, no, mag-I love you ka, tapos may mga katabi ka dun mag-trip sa'yo. I love you,
Parang
mwah.
dun ko unang nakita yung mga animated emojis.
Yung
stickers.
first video conferencing
Yung parang Zoom.
na app. Na parang parang
Yun
Zoom
yung
or
first ko
FaceTime,
na encounter
ganun.
before Facebook.
I think dun siya, tawag dito, dun napunta yung direction niya.
Oo.
Tapos, yeah.
Well, one of the pioneers ng video conferencing.
Mhm.
Anong papalit sa kanya? Anong sabi?
Ita-transfer na daw kasi ng Microsoft sa Microsoft Teams.
Okay.
Lahat ng data doon. So, pero meron nga ako nabasa na parang discussion thread na kung tutuusin dapat kaya pang magtuloy-tuloy yung Skype if parang advance sila nung pandemic. Kasi 'di ba parang yung Zoom hindi naman siya talaga sikat noon. Parang bigla na lang nag-poof.
Yeah.
Siya yung sumikat ganyan. So siguro medyo na lang din
Hindi nakasabay.
And updated na yung mga features nila.
Oh,
Ayun.
paano yung friends
Siyempre.
ko dun?
Kailangan mag-move on. May mga Google Meet naman, Zoom, di ba?
Sige na, lipat na nga lang kami.
Ano pa ba? Ano pang notado?
Well, next up is very very on fire lalo na sa Pinas kasi it's about Duterte and the International Criminal Court. And
hot topic.
very hot topic. So just keep in mind lang na sa mga ganitong balita, ingat-ingat tayo at malay natin kasi baka misinformation ang natatanggap natin. Ang daming, alam mo yan, meron ako nakitang post one time kasi may ligaw sa Daredevil na show. So yung si Daredevil lawyer siya. So,
Si Matt Murdock.
si Matt Murdock. So sabi niya baka si Matt Murdock na lang daw makatulong kay Duterte. so yeah,
Kasi marami nang lumitaw na rin ng mga memes kasi.
Yeah, oo. So
Pero meron
very
din
Pinoy.
ako nakitang ganun na yung quotation galing sa isang lawyer nga, pero fictional lawyer na sikat sa US na series din. Ayun. And kumbaga parang sinishare siya as fact. No? So,
hindi
kumbaga,
lang parang biro.
hindi siya meme kung hindi fact
Misleading
na.
yung ganun.
So yeah, we need to be careful and no matter what are alam mo yun,
Differences, yung
kung ano yung paniniwala natin in terms of politics. Kasi minsan nakikita ko lang sa social media lately nung sumabog ito na even Christians are willing to unfriend people just because of this. So parang we're supposed to be voice of salt and light, diba? So
Peacemakers.
we need to re-evaluate our
need to be set up.
lordship.
Correct.
Yeah.
So ingat-ingat lang tayo dyan sa mga information na natatanggap natin.
At magandang doon yung kakatapos lang na webinar for
Yung rooted and relevant.
Yeah, rooted and
Yes.
relevant. So if you
Miss
missed
Roby.
that, please watch it kasi it's about spotting fake news and
Always
truth
check yung mga
online.
source mo, di ba?
And next, ano po yung next Kuya Pat?
Yeah, ayun.
natin?
So alam niyo naman yung Wikipedia, di ba? Wikipedia.
Search ko sa Wikipedia.
Encyclopedia, alam mo?
Baka naabutan mo na ba chat GPT na?
Di, naalala ko lang, segue lang ako konti. Naalala ko before, nung wala pang Wikipedia, encyclopedia yon na binibent. Parang lost ka.
Na libro talaga.
Libro talaga siya from A to Z na
Set
topic.
yun, di ba? Set na binibenta.
Na kunwari Encyclopedia
Ano pa
Britannica.
naman yung encyclopedia?
Oo, ayun. So anyway, binibentahan yun. Tapos parang 4 lang nakuha ko dati. Kasi per piece siya binibili. Pero yeah, anyway, yung Wikipedia, yun yung digital version ng encyclopedia.
Yeah.
At yung founder nun, isa sa founder nun, si Larry Sanger or Sanger, no, embrace Christianity after 35 years of skepticism. No? So kumbaga si paring Larry na na co-founder ng Wikipedia
Parang close.
ay dating isang skeptic na ngayon ay Kristiyano na.
Wow.
And the reason he became a follower of Jesus is because he studied the belief in the theology and philosophy of Christianity. Ayun. So kumbaga pinag-aralan niya talaga yung evidences and arguments for Christianity, and based on what he found out, he was convinced. So naalala ko dito yung dating yung Case for Christ. Alam niyo yun, Pastor?
Case for Christ,
Kung sinong author yun. Lee Strobel. Yeah, oo.
Diba,
Ayun. So,
journalist yan, diba?
investigative naman yung approach niya, and he found out, he was convinced of the evidence. So sabi niya doon, if you read his testimony online, he urges people now to read the Bible every day.
That's good.
Reinforcing its central role in faith and discipleship. So grabe, no? And this is very influential person. Biruin mo, founder ng Wikipedia. So I hope na yung testimony niya will impact other people.
Yes. Parang yung natin kanina, devotion lang din natin kaninang morning. Tawag dito. the more that the more that we research about these things, no, about history, facts, the more that we appreciate what the Lord can really do. And I can't imagine sa kanya na ano kaya naging feeling for him na after all most of his life na living in skepticism, nakilala niya si Jesus. Paano kaya yung relationship niya kay Jesus ngayon? O paano yung perspective niya kay Jesus?
Yeah.
With all that.
Dikit na dikit yun. No?
With
Kasi naman ang Christianity based on evidence eh. Hindi
Yes.
naman blind leap of faith eh.
Opo.
May ebidensya talaga.
Opo. The Lord provides eh. The Lord, I mean, God operates beyond rationality, pero He knows how to talk with us eh. Yeah, so ayan, okay. So our topic for today is about situations na napagdadaanan ng media team and pastors, yung dynamic, yung minsan may conflicts, minsan may tawag dito, may gray area na tawag dito na napupuntahan ng buong team. So it's about building a healthy relationship between pastors and media teams. So as a media team, technically parang media team rin tayo eh, 'di ba? Na as a media team, what are the things that we usually deal with na parang challenge when it comes to I'll start with that as a media team. What do we deal with? What situations do we deal with pag concerning our pastor? Ayun. Baka may mga maibigay tayo na situation. Like for example, not in all churches, in some dynamics, it's hard to throw an idea to a pastor. May mga ganun. So, kayo, creative differences
ng media team, tsaka ng pastor.
And this is when the pastor is also a creative na siya mismo. Tama? Na tawag dito, may expertise siya. Opo, may idea siya. Di ba po, Kuya Pat, ano po kayo? Biglang pinasa. Tawag dito, kayo po yung nag-lead, Kuya Pat, ng graphics team niyo po.
Ako yung isa sa mga graphic designers sa church namin. Ayun.
Balita ko daw po wala po akong balita.
Sa mga di po nakakalam, pastor din po kasi si Kuya Pat.
Yeah.
Guys, i-comment nyo naman dyan yung yung mga pastor nyo na gusto nyo mapanood to ang mga
ninyo
media
para
team.
maka sila.
Share din
maka
sila.
butt in kapag may narinig
How about
sila.
naman kay Pastor Peter?
Siguro,
yung dynamics niya.
Angal ko muna, siguro baliktad na tayo. Ba't ba may mga media team? Kasi ako, I've been a media practitioner for mga 35 years.
Grabe.
Unang work ko dito sa AP Media, nagdidirect ako ng mga videos.
Wow.
Tapos pero sa church namin, wala kaming media team. Kasi ang pinaka-media team natin usually yung audio lang eh.
Tsaka
Carl Josh
worship
namin,
team.
yun lang tumahawak ng audio nun eh. So yun lang meron. And then yung government nag-announce nung March 15, 2020 that they will shut down and lock down Metro Manila. So napilitan kami, lagay mo nga yung picture diyan Kuya Prince.
Shoutout Prince. Salamat. Ito ay
Yan. Ito ay yung March 17, 2020. So kami naglakas loob pumunta sa church. 5 lang kami. Tapos yung isang young person namin, si Ethan Sabakan, pinasampa namin sa lamesa at kinunan kami ng iPhone FB Live. So ito yun.
Pero you don't do this talaga?
Wala. Miski lang media practitioner ako, ang feeling ko, I didn't think na we need to have a media team na
Hindi
para
niya nila
i-broadcast
culture
to.
yun.
At that time kasi bago yung live stream eh. Para sa atin.
So ito yung first noon. So pagtapos ito, uwi kami. Anong gagawin na natin ngayon? So yung nagko-communicate kami sa church na di kanya-kanyang kung nakatoka ka ngayon sa bahay, kunin mo yung sermon mo. So maghihintay ako na tulog na lahat para kasi wala naman akong tripod. Pinapatong ko lang yung phone ko, Android. So kukunan ko. Tapos yung praise and worship, kukunin lang sarili lang, magre-record sila. Tapos ibabato namin sa editor. Yung editor, bubuin niya. Tapos on the Sunday, iba-broadcast niya through FB or YouTube.
Wow.
So yun yung kasaysayan namin. Tapos ang tagal, ganun ang style namin until finally nung pwede ka lang umapak, nagkaroon kami ng mga volunteers. Lagay nga natin yung video na ito. So ito yung aming tech team. Ito
Wow.
nakamask lahat. So kaya kami may mga monitor ganyan kasi we appeal to the leadership of the church. Bili kami ng gamit.
Apo.
So I think this is siguro many months later after a year para magkaroon ka ng
yeah,
gamit.
ng setup.
So our young people volunteered. Maganda kasi sa church may mga young people na willing sila tumulong.
Wow,
So
praise God.
tumulong sila. And then finally nung Sunday, sabi ko kung nga kayo, lagay nga natin yung yung photo nila. Ayan. So kinuha ko lang part lang 'to ng tech team namin.
Nice.
So sa likuran 'yan and these are great working people, First in, last out.
Pastor, so before nga, wala pa kayong yun nga, live stream na.
Wala, zero.
So these young people, tawag dito.
Anong ministry nila?
Oo, ano yung ministry po nila? Bago.
Iiba sa Kalamini sila sa worship team sila.
Nagpe-play ng instrument.
Worship team sila. Iba naman wala pa sa worship team kasi iba mga young talaga sila.
Opo.
And then but they were part of a youth. Kaya
okay.
you know them and some of these guys here I dedicated them as babies. And now they're serving the church. So nakita ko yung kung wala sila siguro hirap kami kasi mga ang dami namin matatanda na di ba? So the young people, the tech team really helped us connect with the church during the pandemic.
Wow.
Kasi
So,
yun lang nakita lang natin, anong gagawin natin? Bawal magtipon. So, ayan. So I realized,
Praise
sabi ko,
God.
talagang God sent yung, even there was a pandemic, God sent yung technology na ang madaming churches hindi naman iniisip gamitin yan. Now, nare-recognize, ay, pwedeng gamitin.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
available for everyone.
So maganda yung experience ni Pastor kasi sabi nga niya from nung time na dinedicate yung mga mga batang ito hanggang ngayon, ka-work niya ngayon sa media team. So kumbaga parang it's more than just working with them. You have a relation, parang family na nga di ba?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah.
So Pastor, pag kayo po ba ang tumatayong head ng team po na yun, ng media team, overseer?
Overseer, but we have heads of before it was Ethan who was holding it, but Ethan is now directly involved in discipleship sa youth namin. So it's si Josh Natividad who's basically talagang taking over. Si Josh was sa audio namin, siya yung nag-volunteer na araw, wala pang pandemic.
So audio, okay.
And
audio
then
lang.
nag-pandemic. And so, hi Josh, shout out sa'yo.
Hello.
Ethan, shout out sa everybody sa tech team.
Nice.
So, yun yung naging nag-evolve siya
Yeah.
Kasi even if I was a media practitioner ito miski na alam mo, wala sa mindset ko kasi pastor ako alam ko lang tatayo ako sa pulpit, mag-preach ako. Okay, audio namin, may praise and worship, but then the pandemic hit. Yun ang
It became all necessary
Ay,
to be.
oo.
So sa team nyo, Pastor, sino nagsiset ng mission tsaka vision? Kayo po ba o yung
Yung
head
ito katulad yan. Kasi kinakailangan may mission statement tayo Example lang, halimbawa, ang mission statement, lagyan natin kuya, is a concise explanation nung bakit man nag-exist yung organization. So kami bilang church, ang mission statement namin, we are passionately devoted to Jesus Christ and the proclamation of His Lordship so that others too may be Christ followers. So yun yung aming mission statement. Tapos I helped the tech team, aming media team, develop the mission statement. Ang mission statement ng media ministry namin ay TLAF, that's the Lord's Assembly Fairview. Media ministry exists to enable people to grow deeper in their passionate devotion to Christ by providing relevant digital content for live broadcast, church services, small groups, and social media platforms. So yun yung kanilang mission statement. Pero dapat may vision din, di ba? Yung mga may vision statement.
Vision.
Ang vision statement ay para may you look forward to the future. Ano yung gusto mong makitang mangyari?
Mangyari.
So
Makita.
kami sa church, ang aming vision statement ay Christ-centered communities multiplied where people are led to Christ, nurtured in the Word, and empowered to witness and to serve. So yung media team, yung kanilang vision na ito, media ministry teams multiplied, enabling the church to proclaim Christ through the production of relevant digital content that sows seeds of the gospel and helps disciple people. So yun yung kasi pag meron kang at least may vision ka, may mission statement, may patutunguhan yung media team.
This is such an important I think this is such a great advice example na what churches could do, not just churches, what your department in your media ministry can do. Kasi usually or I'm not sure for other churches, pero usually pag mission statement and vision statement, it's usually yung for all, for generally for the church. Pero for media, for example, worship team may sariling may mission statement, media team may ganito. Hindi usually. Pero this one, tawag dito, it links up to the main mission statement of the church.
Dapat naka-align siya.
Opo.
Any ministry for that matter, dapat they reflect the mission statement or vision statement of the whole church.
And now it feels even more personal to me if I have like a mission statement na ganito. Kasi okay, technology. Okay, so this is my line. Okay. Media equipment. So ngayon Pastor, sorry, babasahin ko lang din po kasi may nakita akong passionate devotion to Christ by providing relevant digital content for live broadcast, church services, small groups, and social media platforms. Ngayon, dito pa lang parang naklaro na agad. Hindi ako magsasettle lang sa siguro sa live stream. I know na there's still many more things to do because nalinaw ang mission statement, and most importantly vision statement. Ano yung magiging direction ng team natin? Kasi we could settle right here na ganito na lang tayo, na okay na to. Na okay na yung ginagawa natin. Pero if you have a vision statement, it's from glory to glory to glory. No?
Alam mo, helpful siya sa akin ngayon. Thank you, Pastor, sa advice. Hindi kasi lalo na sa mga starting and small media teams, sa mga small churches setting, tas lalo na kung dual roles pa kayo, parang tulad sa amin, mahalaga talaga na merong statement. I mean, hindi lang yung para sinabi mo na, mag-media team tayo kasi kailangan na para may mag-picture-picture. At least dito, clear sa team na kahit dual roles kayo, hindi siya parang sidetrack, hindi siya side job lang, na may purpose kung bakit in-establish na yung media team. Kasi para maka-reach out pa ng mas maraming tao, di ba? Depende syempre sa vision mission nyo. Pero katulad dun sa vision mission ng media team sa TLA, talagang naka-specify na, which is very helpful para alam ng bawat isa yung goal, na hindi lang for documentation, na meron talagang deeper purpose.
Siguro
So,
pwede
yun.
nating itanong din yung mga nanonood, no? Kung meron silang mission vision para sa kanilang media team, so pwede nila i-type yon.
Share with us.
So I think yung having a mission vision, it helps also direct kung ano yung focus ninyo. No? Kasi as a media team, lalo na kapag may mga equipments ka, tapos maraming ideas, no, pwedeng may mga ideas tayo na magandang gawin, pero does it really move the mission forward, di ba?
That's a good that's a good question.
Kunwari, gawa tayo ng ganitong video.
Ang daming plano,
marami kasing, lalo na kapag creative ka, maraming pwedeng gawin pero having a mission statement for your media team keeps you grounded kung ano ba yung job ninyo talaga.
Tsaka di ko makalimutan Pastor Patrick. sorry. Kasi na parang lagi niya nasasabi din noon na kadalasan yun nga, medyo parang underappreciated yung media ministry kasi parang behind the scenes, tas ang laging sinusuportahan yung sa stage, diba, sa pastor. Pero ayun nga, it keeps us humble. Parang pagka-establish ng media team, wag tayong maging super parang high value na, of course we see our ministry na important, diba? Kasi it supports, diba, yung work ng mga pastors natin, yung overall goal ng church. Pero ayun, kasi nga, katulad ng mga naisip na yung mga ideas, ginawa na to ng ganitong church, ng big church na ganito, talaga gawin din natin.
Mhm.
Pero kapag may mission vision ka, it keeps you parang specific, parang alam mo kung ano yung mga pinaproduce mong content kung para saan. Hindi lang dahil ginagaya mo yung itong church,
Yes.
'di ba? So ayun.
Yung media ministry is parang the new kid on the block eh. Kasi yung men's ministry, worship team ka, ministry. Pero sila yung parang new kid on the block. Pero you realize yung alam ba, ang trabaho mo audio o ikaw yung nag-handle ng camera o ikaw yung bumubuton. This is worship eh.
Yeah.
So ako nakita ko bilang pastor, napakahalaga sila, lalo na if I'm communicating the word or I'm a song leader, leading people in worship. The media team, parang sila yung katwin mo eh. Na kaya nga sa like experience ko sa church, first in ang worship team at yung media team, na doon sila.
Yeah.
So ang ko is when I am able to communicate to the people the word of God, it is because the audio helps me articulate yung sinasabi ko. Yung bumubuton sa PowerPoint or the videos that I want, they make sure that it comes at the right time. So if you're a member of the media team, trabaho mo lang, di ba? Minsan ang pinaka nabobor, pindot ng pindot eh. Tapos pag mali yung pindot mo, lahat nakatingin sa'yo. But actually it's worship eh.
Yeah.
So this is, the media team is part of worship and they're worshiping using technology, using equipment.
Sabi ni Jel, ano to? Okay. Kapag walang vision statement, Pastor, I have an idea. Lalagyan ka namin ng harness tapos lulutang.
May reference ata yan.
Oo.
Yung comment.
Napaka-ano niyan lately, yung mga ganyang video, mga pastor na lumilipad.
Production show na.
So question lang, Pastor, willing ba kayong mag-ganon?
Feet on the ground na lang.
Wow. Maganda po 'yan. So let's move on to something more something more between the media team and the
So workers.
pastor. Oo. So yung dynamic na tinatawag. Pastor, pag sa niyo po, sa media team niyo po, kayo po ba yung meron po ba kayong dynamic na ikaw yung nagbibigay ng ideas, or is it more like ikaw yung nag-encourage sa kanila para mag-come up sila ng ideas?
Kasi ang media team namin creative sila eh. So ako my role is to encourage them. And kailangan may mutual respect eh.
Yeah.
They may be kids or younger and much younger than I, but in their own right they know what they're doing. They have invested time to learn the equipment.
Yeah.
And so minsan if sasabihin ko, gusto ko to. Pero the media person will tell me, Pastor, hindi pwede yan eh. Kasi ito yan eh. So ako I have to learn, wag ko na ipilit yung hindi maaari. Kasi I'm not as tech savvy as they are. I may know things about media, pero sila yung nakakaalam ng limitation o potential ng equipment nila. So, mahirap naman yung, hindi, gawan nyo ng paraan yan. Diba? At, very demeaning yun dun sa tao na dito siya to serve. Pero he has to tell you, hindi po pwede yan, Pastor. Or pwede ito.
Pastor, how about the opposite naman na the media team wants to maganda po yung na-point out yun na parang may gusto kang i-push na gawin niyo to, gawin niyo yan, kayo na bahala mag-isip kung ano, tapos sasabihin ng media team sa'yo na hindi pwede, hindi kaya with our technology. What if on the other side, sila naman yung nag-suggest. Sila yung nagbigay ng kailangan. Ayun. How would you guys handle that?
I remember, kaya kami nagka-media team and the ability to live stream it because yung media team namin, sila nag-isip na these are what we need. These are equipment that we're lacking. So, yung aming media team, when they presented, meron silang Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, di ba? Ito yung equipment na pwede at this cost. Ito yung kung hindi natin kaya to, ito lang ang pwedeng natin bilhin and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
So, when we look at that, kami mga leaders namin, especially yung mahawak ng finances, we understand pinag-aralan nila eh.
Mhm.
Kasi very minute yung kanilang presentation and why we need it eh.
Yeah.
So yung maganda sa media team, halimbawa if they present something, 'di ba? At kung hindi feasible agad, huwag na natin buhusan ng malamig na tubig. Ang ano yan ay we tell them, sige, we will hold this, ito muna ang pwede natin gawin. But because we are understanding ang media technology nagbabago na mabilis eh.
Yes, apo.
So dapat open tayo to, di ba ginasusan na natin yan? Ba't ba tayo bibili ng bago? Dapat open tayo sa if we need equipment. Like halimbawa yung aming audio person si Carl Josh. Siya pala sabihin, Pastor, we need this upgrade. Kailangan namin mga in-ear. Kinakailangan namin in-ear for this.
Yeah,
So sabi ko kay Josh, when I understand it clearly, sabi ko, say, we will back you up. And ang maganda sa church, that they're ready to support when we have. Pero pag hindi pa kaya, sabihin, hold your horses muna. Pero hindi sila sabing hindi gagawin. Erase natin yung funding. So, sila ang galing ng suggestion because yung ginagawa ng church nag-i-improve step by step because they are not afraid to say, Pastor, we need this. Pwede yung bilhin na natin to. Pwede upgrade natin to.
Yeah.
So, I encourage yung tech team na humbly with love, lalo pag may relationship. Ito, ang
Yun
mahalaga
talaga yung
kasi
ano.
when the pastor and tech team or the tech team and the church may relationship sila, alam namin na hinihingi nila ito because they want to bless the church.
Amen.
Yun ang yung natutunan ko.
Something na naisip ko rin for tech teams it's very important na when we suggest these things dapat important na prepared talaga na it's not just like a list of equipment. Put it into priority din para malinaw din na ano na yung mga needs talaga natin na top priority na pag hindi natin nabili baka maging in danger yung yung technical aspect ng natin ministry. So sometimes in sa church namin I do like research for like equipment that we need sa audio side naman. And there's a lot that we need. I think all churches can relate. There's a lot that you need for your technical needs. But you also have to understand it from the people, from other people's perspective, from your leaders na they don't understand it the same way that you do. So you have to be creative as well in the way you present it na kumbaga in layman's terms, this is why we need this, no? So the reason why we're buying this is because this and the reason why eto medyo pwede pa nating i-hold muna to. It's needed but not urgent. It's because of this. Yun. So
Siguro experience ng maraming churches na hindi naman talaga iniisip mag-live stream. So nag-pandemic na, sarado yung mga churches. Then we need equipment. Tapos nang bumalik na, mag-live stream na tayo. Wala tayong gamit. So may mga missionary lending eh. Malalala ko yung young person namin si Ethan. Pinahiram muna niya yung camera niya. So kasi hindi pa naman kami bumibili. So pinahiram muna natin. Yung malinaw yung pahiram yun eh. Sa kanya yun eh. So halimbawa kung ako pastor tapos nagpahiram yung member ng church for a season, dapat hindi ko akuin na
parang binigay na.
Ito. Alam, I have to respect na this was just lent.
yeah.
So, ang nangyari sa amin, nung linilan nyo, and then nagkaroon ng proposal. So, okay, if we're going to buy, itong gagawin natin. Now, mga tech team, hindi naman kasi lahat ng pastor initially open talaga sa the need to live stream. Now, kasi sabihin natin, normal na tayo eh. Pwede na tayo di ba, Chevy, pwede na tayo magtipon na why do we need to live stream? And all of us, it took me a long time really to learn. Miski na I'm a media person, ang ano ko is, atas pastor ka, may on-site naman kami. But I fail to realize that when we put things, our content on the digital space, may mga iba na hindi maapak sa church mo or members mo na hindi makaapak for whatever reason, or yung mga seeking can hear the gospel through the digital space. So may mga pastor na na-realize nila nung pandemic, sige, kinakailangan tayo kasi wala na tayong contact sa members natin eh.
Yeah.
And then one of the things na natutunan din namin as pastors why, miskin yung production natin ng araw, medyo sablay, yung quality hindi ganun kaganda. Yung members namin nakikinig kasi ikaw yung pastor, may relationship kayo eh. However, hindi naman after a while, hindi naman pwedeng ganito lang yung quality natin.
Yeah.
Kasi di ba God deserves our excellence. So dahan-dahan improve natin. But may mga pastor syempre na kinakailangan na yan kasi wala na tayong magagawa. So if you're a pastor listening, kinakailangan din meron tayong we take time to understand why we're doing this on why nagla-live stream tayo, naglalagay tayo ng sa digital space ng content, and then realize that your tech team is part of the ministry of the church now.
Yes.
Ang church ngayon, ganito mga kapatid, on-site and online. That's your church, and many of our churches ganun po.
Pastor, I think this is one of the things na we've been dealing with yung situation, mga conflict regarding like equipment, regarding pitching in ideas. I think something we can focus more on is like what's the dynamic between yung relationship mo kay pastor, media team and pastor. Ayun. So like for example, handling feedback when pastor wants to say something, how do we take it as a media team? And in both sides din, when may mali si pastor, how do we communicate? Hindi. Yun na nga yung problema.
Nagkakamali din.
Oo. Like for example, ano bang example natin ng situation na parang may feedback tawag dito situation na nangyayari?
Feedback minsan nagfi-feedback yung audio talaga. Literal na nagfi-feedback yung mic.
Oo. Pero actually that's a good start kasi minsan yun nga minsan nakapwesto yung microphone ng pastor dito kasi yung dun siya confident. So now
pinractice yun talaga. Ni-rehearse siya. Pero on the event itself, doon di ba? Minsan nagloloko talaga.
Ngayon, there's situations like those na parang isasuggest ko ba kay pastor na ilapit pa yung microphone kasi magfi-feedback siya. Or tawag dito, may paraan pa ba ako mahanap? Sometimes it's very tricky. One suggestion nga na meron kaming binigay dyan is just do headworn. Mag-headworn ka na lang na microphone.
Kasi may mga things ka na learn eh. Halimbawa, kung sa church ka, sabihin ko sa mga mga MCs natin, live stream tayo. Siyempre, pag kayo yung service leader o kaya kayo yung nagpe-pray, hindi naman pwede tayong mahaba, di ba? Siyempre, naiintindihan yan. Pero pag nagkapuspusan na yun, ayun na. So, sinasabi ko, because our audience has a limited attention span. So, pag live stream yan, dapat at medyo dikit-dikit yung po natin. So, lahat tayo natututo doon eh. Pero yung doon sa dynamic, ako na-realize ko, importante pala, yung merong kaming communication during the week. Messenger group, very simple, di ba? So, lang tech team namin sa messenger group, kasama ako doon. So, pwede ako pwede sila magbato sa akin sa messenger group or individually. Pero yun, nagte-trash out ka na agad ng potential na gagawin sa linggo. Instead, yung di ba yung mga meme natin kaapak pala ni pastor, gawa mo PowerPoint, 2 minutes na, mag-start na yung service. No? So, ang ko is, have a group kasi messenger group diba digital na tayo, diba? Have a messenger group so that pastor and tech team can communicate with one another during the week. The pastor can say offhand, Monday I need this. Ako I'd say that I need these 2 videos kasi ito gagawin natin sa So yung tech team copy pastor. Wala hindi na sila na pag the day itself pinapahanap ko pa.
Important na na as media team, from the point of view of volunteers, advance tayo mag-isip, and kumbaga parang let's expect kung ano yung ginagawa ni pastor, so of course si pastor busy siya, meron siyang ibang mga ministry, so let's help him kasi we're here to help.
Amen.
Diba, the pastor communicate the message clearly. So during the week, kung may mga hindi kung may mga ine-expect tayong mga materials or assets from the pastor, tayo na mismo yung mag-follow up, hindi yung alam mo yung ganun, tayo pa mag-aantay pa tayo, di ba? So,
pero pastor, ano yung sabi niyo po kanina, busy si pastor, pero busy din kami. Bigla sumagot.
Yeah, pero yun nga kumbaga I think malaking issue yung expectations between pastors and volunteers kasi si pastor may expectation sa team, pero yung team meron ding expectation kay pastor. So siguro kayo, ano ba yung expectation ninyo from the pastor to hear from a volunteer? And yung mga viewers natin, they can also comment what are their expectation from their pastor.
Wag niyo na lang i-mention yung name ng pastor niyo.
Wag i-tag. Tapos mamaya we'll ask Pastor Peter to share his expectation din as a pastor to the media team.
Yeah, so I think for me, if actually hindi naman ako media team pero may I guess
ba't nandito ka? Joke lang. Joke lang.
Pero ayun, I think one of the things I would expect from my pastor would be to communicate on time na I know na I have to be tawag dito, yung initiative ko has to be there, pero I would expect na less yung mga on the spot na
Yes.
na tawag dito na instructions.
Totoo.
Not all the time, of course. Meron talagang mga minsan na mga lead ng spirit. pero it's within expectations as a service na as a whole service na marami talagang nangyayari sa service. So it's not a surprise but less surprises. Yeah,
pero ano pa rin, kumbaga for us, we need to be flexible din.
Opo.
Hindi naman yung parang, yun nga yung sabi ni Pastor 2 minutes before the service, ibibigay yung key points, di ba? Pero it happens sometimes, di ba? O kaya biglang may ipapadagdag na verse si Pastor. No? We need to be flexible. Yung parang, di ba may usapan tayo na?
Oo, ito lang.
Di ba? Parang gano'n.
Anong Mark 1? Wala, John 3 lang.
Yeah, okay yun na kumbaga and it develops over time yung dynamics niyo na kailan dumarating yung binibigay yung material. Ganyan.
And sensitivity rin po to each other na ayun nga, hindi ka lang waiting for instruction. You're also trying to assess, is he the type of pastor to
ito kumbaga parang reminder din sa atin as volunteers. We are here again to help the pastor, and ito na share ko to before yung pet peeve ko na kapag may tinanong ka, you're asking na about tech kasi hindi mo alam or how to do something, you're expecting a solution. And minsan sasabihin sa'yo, hindi ko alam. No? So it's okay na sabihin na hindi alam. No? Pero siguro, it doesn't end there na, Pastor, hindi ko alam eh. Parang ganun. Tapos wala na. Parang ganun. So, kumbaga, for us, sa hat naman ng pastor, ayun, na we appreciate if you provide solutions. Alam mo yun?
Don't just raise problems.
Yeah, oo. So you're there to help pastor get solutions, no? So kumbaga kung may tinanong si pastor, kung hindi mo alam yung sagot, we can say, Pastor, pag-aaralan ko, i-research ko yan, balikan kita.
Yeah.
No, yung ganun ba?
Apo.
Yeah, that will give confidence kay pastor and build trust sa inyong dynamic.
Kasi parang
maganda yung advanced thinking Katulad kami, ang problema namin palagi clicker namin sa PowerPoint. Kasi layo nga miskin nalagay na tabi. So si Josh, hi Josh, sabi niya, Pastor, mag-load tayo dyan, lagyan kita ng para yung clicker mo nasa phone mo.
Yeah.
So, nung Sunday, kasi ako mas gusto yung isa, yung ordinary clicker. Kasi ako very precise ako. Pag nag-message ako, gusto ko yung tamang-tamang image ko lalabas. So he thought ahead Para if all else fails, meron akong So, during Sunday kahapon, throughout the day, ginamit ko yung so advanced thinking yun, meron kang plan A, plan B.
Yeah.
Kasi problema ko, pag hindi gumagana yun, nag-articulate ako sa ba't hindi gumagana? Di ba? Ang mga dapat hindi na, but I'm saying, okay yun. Gumagawa sila ng paraan ahead.
Yeah. Actually, may nagsabi dito na expectation daw, kung masarap yung food mamaya after lunch. So expectation na pakainin din yung volunteer.
Actually, pakain, kasi ako sa practice namin sa church, kasi first in sila, nado ng worship yung aga-aga, nado yung tech team. Meron kami konti mga pamerienda.
Chicha, ganun.
Sa church may coffee kami, pero yung mga pandesal mga, kasi malaking bagay yun, alam mo kakain ka. Hindi naman as if kasi
Parang
wala naman
gutom ka
sweldo yung
habang
mga tao. Pero yung food is incentive, yung magandang siya. So it's good practice to feed your tech team. Pastor, if you're listening to me, provide naman. Hindi naman gano'ng kalaki yun eh.
For food.
Regarding dito sa comment ni Kuya Jello, may sinabi siya na parang dapat daw as media volunteers, medyo expect mo na rin na and i-understand na minsan late talaga magbigay ng mga verses, manuscript, or may additional si pastor. Siguro kung ganun nga, since we are called to, diba, be patient and understanding. Siguro, pag mga ganun, mag-develop na rin ng grace period or parang grace sa'yo na mag-a-adjust ka na medyo i-expect mo na. So, meron ka ng time to prepare na baka may ipadagdag si pastor, so kailangan ko ng additional tao para mag-help sa akin if hindi mo kaya mag-isa, di ba? So parang ready mo na agad yung Bible app mo kung other translation yan, copy-paste, alam mo yun yung ganong technical skill and pag-expect ba. So parehas kayo parang mag-a-adjust ni pastor pati ikaw para mag-work together. Diba? Sa mga ganong unexpected events. Ganyan.
So how do we I'm just curious lang, Pastor, like how would you tawag dito as a volunteer ba, paano mo itatawid ang feedback kay pastor na that it doesn't sound tawag dito too, paano ba, kasi syempre pastor mo yan, kumbaga leader mo yan, how do you deliver it in such a way na it's still respectful but walang watered down na na tawag dito na it's still the actual information that the pastor needs to know?
If there is relationship and relationship is developed, you can say what you want and hindi yung pastor will not take it against, kasi alam na they're here to help you.
Opo.
So, pero pag alam mo newbie ka, kaapak ko pala, hindi mo kilala yung pastor agad na so hindi mo pa siya kilala, paano mo i-communicate. I said nga mutual respect. Ako, pastor, I should respect the tech team at sila din will do the same. And siguro because of yung ang tagal-tagal na kasama may media team.
Yeah.
Alam nila mag-isip, alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Alam na nila paano ka mag-isip, alam ko din paano sila magre-react. So
you just know that the person, so parang sinasabi niyo po, you just know that the person from his heart, from the longest time that you have been serving together, na itong tao na to gusto lang mag-serve. So kung may sasabihin siyang comment sa akin, I am confident na that comment is not personal. It's not an attack to me.
Exactly. And we're not here to, kasi it parang how do we say that? Trabaho lang. 'Di ba? Pagdating ng trabaho natin, ako mag-preach, I have to develop the sermon, kayo ang nagpapatakbo na trabaho lang. So if they tell me, pastor, kasi ito, I cannot take it against them rather, when the feedback is not very positive. Kasi we have to accept our faults. I mean,
yes po.
This is not a perfect world,
Yeah.
but people are serving with a perfect heart.
Yes. Paano naman kaya sa mga pastor, how should pastors communicate to their media team, no? Kasi not everything naiintindihan nila sa tech savvy na pastor, no? So how should they approach it? Kasi I believe many churches have this kind of setup na media team, yung pastor nila, syempre yung pastor nila yung nagpapastol sa media team na yun. Pero the pastor isn't paano tawag dito, super into the technology that they're doing. So how would you guide that team, no, that you can only give encouragement, you can only hindi mo masabi na ito yung camera na na kailangan para pag sinabing parang ang pangit ng itsura ko diyan, pero you don't understand na how paano mo itatawid ang na yun.
Para
idea
kayo na
na
ba
yun.
yung tanong na yan?
Sa pastor?
If
Yeah.
you're a pastor in a church that is a media team, take time to learn
Yeah.
and listen.
So it's not too late.
It's not too late kasi lahat naman tayo nag-i-start sa ganun yung kasi gusto ko malaman how do they operate, what do they do para yung expectations ko realistic.
Okay. So I think marami tayong nadaanan ng napakagandang topics at questions, no? Shoutout dyan ulit sa mga nagko-comment. Ayun. May gusto akong basahin dito. Ayun, si Carl Josh Natividad. Madami pong
Sige.
expectations. Minsan pasend na kay pastor sa chat ng mga bagay-bagay pero bigla kang kakalabitin ng Diyos. Kapatid, ikaw ang gagawa niya. Ayun,
Galing.
shoutout din daw sa mga creatives, sabi ni Jel, na nocturnal organisms.
Yes.
Oo. Lalo na yung mga content creation.
Ano yan, ready pag Saturday ng gabi.
Gabi.
Ayan, doon sila busy.
Yakuram, charot.
Yeah.
Tapos sabi ni Angeli Grace na relationship is the key. Walang personalan, trabaho lang.
Yes.
Ika nga ni
Trabaho
pastor.
lang. Trabaho.
Okay. I think let's move on to this this segment. No? I prepared something, guys, na we can do na activity. And this is situational na activity, no? So magbibigay ako ng mga situations and you would tawag dito. Ano nga title ng natin? What would you do?
What would you
Ayun. So magbibigay ako situations ng isang typical na situation ng media team and between pastor and media team, and tell me what you would do in those situations. Game? Number 1, the pastor asked for a camera angle that makes me look more anointed.
Hello? Galing.
Yung anointed kailangan may ilaw
May
lighting.
effects.
Camera angle daw. So, paano nyo yan?
Media volunteer po ako, hindi magician.
So kayo.
Pero pa-joke.
Pa-joke ko.
Pa-joke mo siya sasabihin. Okay.
Hindi mag-work sa akin yun.
Parang kailangan mo ng green screen dyan.
Oo.
Tapos light
More
na
anointed, lighting. Pwede. O smoke machine.
Oo. Kuya Pat, inunahan mo na ako.
Bakit?
Sabihin ko dapat yun. Ayun. So ito naman, next. The pastor's microphone ran out of battery mid-sermon. So he had to awkwardly share the worship leader's mic. Anong meron sa worship leader's mic?
Ano
Echo.
Reverb.
So pag
Akala ko
nagsasalita
laway.
siya, laway?
Akala ko laway, sabihin mo. Kaya bawal.
Alam mo, tama ka naman.
Oo.
Anyway.
Pag nawalan
Tama
ng
naman
baterya, binigyan mo ng microphone ng worship leader. Anointed ka.
Oh,
Kasi
pastor,
may reverb,
napaka-anointed
diba?
yun. Okay.
Anointed.
Anointed. Ay, ganda yun.
Anointed.
May pang-excerpt. Okay. The pastor told the media team, the Spirit will lead me today, but still expected the slides to match the sermon on the spot.
Hello?
So,
Talaga?
Darating na tayo sa exciting part. O minsan kailangan ng mga ganong pag nasa yung sanay ka na sa routine, kailangan ng mga panggising
Oh.
on your toes. So pwede yun, suggestion sa mga pastor, no?
Pwede pala, no?
yeah.
Team this Sunday, wait lang kayo kung ano.
Okay, next. What would you do if a church member complained that the pastor's sermon title wasn't biblical enough, or something sa slide wasn't biblical.
Akala ko may tayo.
Church member na how would you respond to that?
Tingnan natin ano yung rini-refer. Kasi na baka, di ba, hindi naman perfect yung pastor. Baka nga, ano ba yung rini-refer? Kung member ng church yan, then mag-react ka. Kausapin mo, iba the pastor. Sabi ko, sis, ano ba yung nakita mo na ano? Kasi I want to be corrected. So, pa-correct tayo kung mali. Di ba? O kung halimbawa, na-use ko out of context. Pwede namang you can
Pero,
talk.
Minsan nangyayari nga yun yung mga church members, instead na, minsan, pag may confidence talaga, dumidiretso sa media team Kunwari masyadong malakas yung mic or yung mga ganun. Pero minsan, kay pastor dumadaan yung comments or complaints. So usually, paano nyo inahandle yung pastor? Without, kumbaga, syempre, gusto nyo rin protektahan yung yung team ninyo.
Pag pinadaan sa akin, sabi ko ano kakusapin ko po. Yung member you alay, we will address that issue. Pwede naman gano'n without pagdidiinan mo pa yung tech team. Sabi mo na we will kasi maganda you use the term we. Gagawan po namin ng paraan. So bahagi tayo ng tech team.
Next, what if the pastor's PowerPoint crashed mid-sermon?
Crash?
Yeah, nawala. I think that depends per pastor kung kaya nila.
Depende sa pastor.
Oo, kung kaya nila dalhin. Pero I think I think the only right way there is to continue.
Restart.
Ay nangyayari, siguro lahat tayo may experience gano'n. Biglang pro-presenter mo, nag-crash in between. So mag-aantay ka na i-restart. So what do you do? Ika nga sabi nga, it must go on. Ministry must go on. Ngayon, ang pastor dapat alam niya yung sermon niya.
Tsaka may copy, di ba?
Huwag mag-aantay.
May copy ka.
Yeah. Pero sa akin parang personal practice na dapat hindi ka talaga dependent sa PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Kasi minsan yun nga, dependent tayo. Tapos inaantay mong lumabas yung verse o next slide ganyan. Distracting yun sa congregation.
Yes.
So, I just preach. Si media team, trabaho nila sundan yung sinasabi ko. And if ma-delay or hindi ko masyadong iniisip na yun as long as kasi yung number one is your communication. Yeah.
Meron din yung mga preaching na pastors na titingin sila sa likod kung nalipat mo ba yung slide.
Nalipat na.
Oo. Kasi kung hindi siya hindi niya itatawid yun.
Pero meron din kasing mga siguro sermons na dependent sa, for example, may gusto kang ipakitang litrato or may gusto kang object lesson na kailangan talaga ng support ng media. So dito papasok yung timing.
Yeah.
So pag nag-crash talaga, dapat may plan B ka.
Oo nga, paano may pa-plan B yun?
May nagkukwento ka ng story ng isang story na kailangan ng visualization ng litrato ng
role play na lang.
Ganun.
Would it be
creative?
Is it accessible na for everyone, no? For most, if yung pastor na yung siya na yung gagawa. Oo. Is it something na
I think yung depende sa pastor. May mga pastor na sabihin, anak, ikaw na magpindot Ako gusto ko kasi I want timing tapos ako I want it on PowerPoint kasi there are times when alam mo na sermon, I will let them read the scripture Pakibasa nga ito. So the congregation will read the specific
Kayo yung nagsasalita.
But yung clicker kasi mas for timing
purposes,
Kasi what do you do? Ganyan ba? Signal ba? We have done that at different times So pag pag yung clicker ko, ito problema ko, pag yung clicker ko hindi tumatakbo, tas ba't hindi?
Dati sinasabi ko, next please, next. Pag hindi kaya lang yun nga, siya distracting nga.
Ano yung next?
Pero di ba kahit parang gano'n ka simple, yung ganong act, talagang nakakatulong yun kasi yung halimbawa ako, nakikinig member, tapos sobrang na ako na-absorb sa word, tapos biglang distraction na next please or so kahit yung mga ganong simpleng bagay dapat excellent.
Kaya again, reminder sa media team natin kahit tago tayo, kahit hindi tayo nakikita, yung output natin can influence kung papaano i-receive ng congregation yung as simple as misspelled lyrics or delayed ng pag-switch or audio na pabago-bago, di ba? So hindi man tayo nakikita, it affects the focus of people. So just an encouragement na important yung role ninyo. So wag yung ismulin or feeling ninyo hindi nakikita yung ginagawa ninyo. Kasi kapag nagkamali, kitang-kita talaga. Kitang-kita talaga tayo. Yeah.
Ito, medyo joke lang to, pero what would you do if the pastor asked na sa live stream pag nag-preach si pastor, mag-zoom in daw kayo ng mga lumuluhang tao habang nagsasalita?
Reaction siya.
May reaction siya talaga.
Reaction siya.
May
Ano
reaction
mo
siya talaga.
lumuluhan tao habang nag-preach?
nagpipreach?
More on worship yun feeling ko.
Malay.
Tumatawa
Hindi, yun
siguro.
Oo.
Oo.
Pero alam niyo yan, mga media team.
Siguro sabi ni
Depende kung-
Pastor, ay pag nag-joke ako pakita niyo na tumatawa yung mga tao. Tapos yung mga tao.
Kahit di nakakatawa.
So, dapat
Kung cam kayo,
Can laughter.
Okay, last na.
Kung walang reaction shot, kahit sound effect na lang.
Ganon.
Sound effect na.
Ay yung wawawi.
Oo.
Ay yung mga sound effect natin.
Okay. And we're back. Hello again. Ayan, so sa mga nanonood ngayon, again, we still have Limitless on
Yes.
May 24.
Yeah, just go to apmedia.org/limitless to register.
If you're a pastor or church leader listening to this, may I encourage you to send your team to Limitless.
Yeah.
My experience was 2 years ago, no, Pat, no? 2 years ago, we had our first Limitless. And when you get behind your media team, kasi what we did, we raised funding for them so that they can attend. We spent further transportation para sabay-sabay sila. Kasi sometimes it's a lonely job of being part of a media team. Kasi you feel that you're just going through the motions, in and out. You're first in, last out. You're tired, and then you think that you're the only person doing this. And then when you go to Limitless, you see, grabe, there are hundreds of teams like you worshiping the Lord through the use of technology. And so when they come from that, they come from the Limitless, refreshed, recharged.
Yes.
And so when they come back to their church, there's a new energy, and realization that what you're doing is actual worship. So ang mga kapatid, encourage natin sila. Guys, if you can't afford, then you can subsidize yung kanilang registration and some other stuff.
Yeah, there's many ways naman talaga to,
Yeah.
and I believe this is very important talaga kasi minsan lang to yung mga lalo na gathering of teams like this for a learning opportunity like this. No, I'm also inviting mga ka-church ko dyan actually na sumali kayo kasi marami tayong matutunan dito. Not just from, of course, we will learn so much more from the workshop speakers, but we will learn with each other and we'll have a good time together. And the most important thing here is that you know that you're not alone in as a media team. It's not just your church. You can connect with other churches as well, which is very important.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Yes.
So make sure to register. Meron pang slots. Siyempre marami pa. Oo. Invite many of your co-ministers. Ayun. Okay, so let's dive into our takeaways. Ano po yung mga highlights natin sa napag-usapan natin kanina?
Sa akin talaga, build relationship with your
Build
pastor.
relationship.
Kasi kahit sabihin mong have clear communication, hindi ka magiging communicative if wala kang friendship through that pastor. Mahihiya ka, lagi kang pangungunahan ng hiya or ng takot.
Yeah.
Or actually, hindi lang to from media volunteer to a pastor, but also from a pastor to media volunteer. Kasi may times din na may mga pastors din na nahihiya, ganyan.
Yeah.
Lalo na kung bago pa lang, di ba, preachers. So, ganun, kumbaga, i-break yung barrier of shame na yun or yung ganong awkwardness para maging smooth yung clear communication.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
If you're part of the media team, remember what you do is worship.
Amen.
And imagine your audio, halimbawa, Pastor, I'm preaching, bringing the Word of God. You facilitate that. You amplify the preaching of the Word. When bumubuton ka lang, akala mo, nagbubuton ka ng lyrics, but you're facilitating worship. You're helping your fellow members to just reach out to God, and the lyrics help them.
Yep.
Pero yung buton mo is worship. I mean, you're facilitating something wonderful and spiritual.
Don't underestimate
Yeah.
what you do. Yeah.
Ayun, sa akin, siguro ang reminder lang is to communicate. Communication is key. Ayun.
Yeah.
So, to have a healthy dynamic with your pastor, parati kaming nire-remind ng pastor namin, don't let him be the last to know.
Yeah.
You know, so include natin sa communication si pastor, communicate clearly, honestly, and syempre with grace pa rin.
Yes.
No, when you communicate with respect, no, sa inyong pastor. So kasi clear communication eliminates a lot of yun nga, miscommunication and misunderstanding, expectations, 'di ba? So let us not be afraid to communicate. Right? Let's take initiative.
For me, it's the initiative on both sides, from the volunteer and from the pastor. As a volunteer, no, syempre lahat naman tayo dumaan dun. As a volunteer, the initiative to not just to raise, ayun nga po yung sinabi niyo kanina, na not just to raise issues or problems or more questions, but in the process of in the process of informing them, you also try to find solutions. And yung initiative naman ng pastor na discuss nyo rin po na you still have time to learn a little bit of what they do, so that it helps communicate better, which 'di ba, communication na rin siya in a way. So at the end of the day, we're trying to make it easy for each other to serve with each other. No, kasi all of us are imperfect. We have lots of areas to grow on, and eliminating those little things, no, really helps all together. Ayun. So for me, I think this is one of my favorite topics from the episodes that we've had, because it directly talks about yung situations natin with pastor and with the media teams. Ayun. So before we end, no, this podcast is powered by Asia Pacific Media. We are a media ministry based in Ortigas Center, Pasig City, whose mission is to advance the gospel by empowering Christ followers to use media and technology effectively. Follow us at AP Media PH Facebook and YouTube page. Follow us in Spotify. Give us a rating. Pwede kayo mag-comment. Continue to support us kung pwede. And also, our Limitless event is still open. And join and register and share it to your fellow co-ministers, co-volunteers. Ayun. So,
shoutout ako muna sa tech team ko. You make my work so much easier.
Wow. Praise God.
Excellent kayo. Wala akong masabi. Ako nagbibigay ng problema sa'yo. Kayo hindi kayo nagbibigay. Ever.
So magre-relate dito yung kanina na, Pastor, ano pong pagkain mo? Again, thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you po for
my privilege,
having
kapatid.
us.
My
Thank you so
privilege
much.
to be here.
It blessed us so much, no. Kahit nung nag-uusap pa lang tayo before this podcast, and right now it's still continuing to bless us with our discussion for today. Thank you for the sharing
Thank you,
of
Pastor.
experiences.
Welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you.
And guys, thank you so much for supporting us. Please continue to check out our past episodes and our future episodes soon. Ayun. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Hi, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye,
God bless
guys.
you.
Bye.
Follow us.
Thank you for listening to the Black Shirt Crew podcast. Let's continue this conversation by joining our Facebook community group at Media and Ministry Forum.